Today we're going to be playing one of the most popular Pokemon Fusion ROM hacks, Pokemon Fuse Dimensions. This game features a ton of Pokemon fusions, 376 to be exact. Mega evolutions have been added to the Pokemon fusions as well. The physical special split plus the fairy typing have been added, and increased shiny odds, but unfortunately I wasn't able to find a single shiny. Actually, that's a lie. There's a story. Anyway, the game's a lot more difficult, but other than that, I mean, it's pretty much basically Fire Red. Now, funny story, I actually played the game before the actual playthrough that you're going to be watching right now, and I didn't really get far. I only got up until Brock, and it was kind of a regular ROM hack, but here we are now, and this game is so different, bro. Let's get into the video. So the game starts off like any other Fire Red ROM hack, of course, Professor Oak, all the starter stuff. We're gonna skip directly to the starter Pokemon. A Treekeep or a Trico and a Mareep fusion, a Sabini, which is a Dratini and a Sobble fusion, and a Score Jr., which this one hurt a lot because one of my favorite starter Pokemon is Scorbunny, but unfortunately he's been fused with Rhyme Jr., and obviously I'm just not a fan at all. Inferno, roll the clip, please.
Not gonna hold you, as much as Fire Ice is great and all, but I don't care for Ice type Pokemon. I'm going Water Dragon. This is the only time you will ever see me choose Sobble. Scorbunny, I love you, but Water Dragon over Fire and Ice, and I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry. It's okay.
I decided to go with Sabini, and I nicknamed it Sidon from Breath of the Wild. Come on, y'all, stop playing with me. Anyway, we have to battle our rival. He obviously chose the one that's better than us, but unfortunately, I'm still the main character here. I destroyed him easily. Come on, y'all. And we actually go through the route above just to see some new fusions. We got Bungella and a couple of other ones until we get to a certain character that gives you rare candies every single time you talk to him. And at this point, if you know me, I'm a humongous fan of rare candies. I'm an advocate for openly putting in rare candies in your games. Listen, if anybody tells you they don't rare candy their Pokemon games in 2023, they are lying to you, folks. Stop listening to them. But since I was able to get all that rare candy, I decided to go back and go catch all the Pokemon from the previous route and all the Pokemon that I'm not going to be using in this playthrough for my full team, just to showcase some of the fusions in the game. So I evolved some fusions here and there, and for the most part, I really didn't progress until the next day. But I ended up catching a Fenneran, which is gonna be one of those long-lasting team members for a while. And it's essentially a female Nidoran and a Fennekin fused together. And I love this fusion so much, bro. The full evolution line is so fire, bro. I went ahead and I evolved it to a Braxina. Again, fire evolution. I'm gonna be keeping this thing around, but then I also tried to find some more mons that I was going to be ended up using, but I ended up just sticking with the 2 Nidoran evolutions and my starter Pokemon. We get to Viridian Forest, and at this point, I'm just catching mons to be catching mons because obviously these are mons that I have not seen at all. And I ended up catching a Corsola, which is an amazing fusion between obviously a Corsola and a Gossifleur, but it's the Galarian Corsola, and you know I'm all about that damn thing. Probably one of my favorite forms from Sword and Shield. The only thing that I like about Sword and Shield, honestly, are the Pokemon, so like, why not? Anyway, I went ahead and I evolved some Pokemon like this Weedle and this Alakazam fusion. And then I evolved Corsola into Cursegros or Cursegos, something like that. And last but not least, Shrooros into Brelsec, which I love how they always fuse Breloom with other bug-type Pokemon. There's one fusion ROM hack that like makes it to where he's a Dusknoir fusion instead. I don't know what fusion that is, but I love it. Breloom is one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon, so of course any love towards it is I'm all for it, you know? But anywho, it's time to take on Brock, and I'm excited, but oddly enough, in this game, the Kanto gym leaders have been replaced with the Johto gym leaders instead. So instead of Brock, we're fighting Faulkner. His first Pokemon is a Drifthoot, which I don't really care too much about. Kill him easy. And his last Pokemon is a Smeartot, which is a Smeargle and a Chatot, obviously. And I love the design of this mon, I really, really do. I like the little hat that it has on it. And the colors are like, honestly, god tier, I promise you. But because we had a level 16 starter Pokemon and level 17 Pokemon as well, pretty easy gym battle reduces with myself, and I continue onwards to Mount Moon. Now on my way to Mount Moon, I found a brand new Pokemon, which is called a Gritora, which is a Hisuian Growlithe and a certain Pokemon that apparently was like a used, unreleased beta design fused together. And honestly, the design was so cool, I had to ask several people what is this fused of, and it brought me back to the space demo full of all the Pokemon that we never got. So it's cool to see that this game incorporated unreleased Pokemon as well for their fusions, because that's very unique, honestly. Now, because this is a ROM hack, and obviously I wanted to see if he would evolve without the stone evolution, Grotora evolved into Arctora, and I proceeded to then obviously evolve more of the mons that I was able to catch on the side, and just keep all the ones that I was gonna keep. Obviously do some reactions here and there. I went and I evolved this Walrein Butterfree fusion, which looks kind of cool, honestly. And I just go about filtering all the mons that I want to use for Misty. But while I'm on my way, Braxina evolves into her final evolution, Delqueen. And like I said, I love this evolution line. It's so cool, bro. And this mon is really good too. Like, the game is hard, but it ain't that hard. That thing be going through this game. I catch a Geonedge, which is basically a Geodude and a Honedge put together, and I go through and I evolve it just to see how it looks, because you know, I love Honedge and the whole Aegislash line. Some of my favorite Pokemon, honestly, and just seeing what Golem and Aegislash look like is insane. Golem is a cool looking Pokemon, bruh, and it might be good, but honestly, it being Rock Steel kind of ruined the balance of my team. And so I say, you know what, I'm gonna put it in the PC. It's a really good looking Pokemon, but I just don't want it, man. I then went and got a Crow, which is obviously a Murkrow and a Croagunk put together, and I went ahead and I evolved it just to see what it looked like, and it looks amazing. One of my favorite fusions from this game, and it evolved into a Toxic Crow, which ain't nothing changed. It was really fun being able to use these Pokemon, especially when these two Pokemon made it to the end of the game. Cause I love Toxicroak and Honchkrow, so like, why would I not want to use them both? Plus the typing is really good. Dark Fighting, amazing. Anyway, it's time to take on Misty, or Bugsy, in this game. She only had a Jolterak, which is a Spinarak, and a Joltik put together. She had a Karagar, and then finally a Shukumuku or Shukumuku, I'm not really sure, but really easy Pokemon because you've already seen them before, so if you caught them, you know their typing. Wasn't really hard to beat, but seeing Shuckle and Shukumuku put together, kind of a really weird typing, but it works, you know? Anyway, rival battle time. Grafty gets destroyed because I have level 36 Pokemon. Don't look at me. Listen, I over-leveled by accident. Look at me. It was by accident, okay? Don't judge me, man. Apoke, Bondsful. And a mon that I wasn't able to catch, but I do love the design of, is Shelpy, which is Phanpy and Shieldon put together. And the final evolution for this mon is breathtaking, but this little small fusion is so adorable, bro. I love Phanpy. Shieldon's cute and adorable. And then he had a Chimsprout, and no lie, throw that away. Throw that whole thing away, man. We then went up to build to go see what the evolution line is, and obviously it's an evolution filled with all Rotom mixed forms. And honestly, I grow so tired of seeing Rotom and Eevee put together. I understand why people do it. It makes perfect sense. But goddamn, when I tell you, it's 2023. Listen, going forward, retire it. We don't need to see that no more, bro. Eevee is amazing. I get it. But Rotom, listen, we are good. We are good. We go all the way down to Vermilion City to fight Surge, who's really Whitney in this, and she has 4 Pokemon. She has a Oddpert, which is an Audino, and a Wooper put together, which I don't know why it's not a Quagsire, but I'm not gonna listen. I don't know. She has a Herfairy, which is obviously a Herdier, and a Clefairy put together. Fairy type Pokemon. I think it's very normal in this game. It's whatever. It's cool. It's nothing crazy. Then she has a Chanladin, which is a Chansey and a Quilladin put together. Not a bad fusion, but it's you can't make Quilladin look cool, IMO. It's just it's a, I don't know. It's a mix. Let me know how y'all like it in the comments, bro. I don't know. And then last but not least, she had a Card Tank, and not gonna hold you, it's okay. I like the design. It's like low-key, like some Gear 5 Luffy type beat. The little like things around its neck is cool. I like the coloration. Blue Miltank is not bad. This should be like the fusion for Miltank, honestly. So we head over to Rock Tunnel, and before we go inside, it's time to sit here and actually go through my team. I caught my Alakazam and Weedle fusion, my Cursula and my Eldegoss fusion, my Delphox and my Nidoqueen fusion, my Dragonair and my Sabo fusion, my Arctora, my Arcanine, and whatever the thing's called fusion, and then my Toxic Crow. And for a while, I wanted to keep hold on the Beedrill, but I ended up putting him inside the PC and then going to grab Metaslash, which is a Sand Slash and a Metagross put together. It looks kind of cool, so why not? I go through Rock Tunnel and I end up finding a Bulb Core, which funny enough is one of the original starters from when I played the game the first time, and it's a Zygarde and a Bulbasaur fusion. And then I found out that you can find all the starter Pokemon inside the Safari Zone, along with some other mons, but you know, the starters are the big thing here because these mons were already starters before. Now this is where the pain comes, y'all. So this game, like I said earlier, has boosted shiny rates. Cool, right? I did not have any Pokeballs at the time that you all see this, and I ended up falling, I ran across a Cranacross, which is a Heracross and a Craniados fusion, and honestly, bro, when I tell you I was so mad, bro, because oh my god, it was my first fusion in this game, it was my only fusion in this playthrough, and honestly, I was mad. I just did not have any Pokeballs whatsoever, so I had to sit there for a minute and just sigh, be so damn sad, depressed. I was like, why does this happen to me? And I had to kill it. Anyway, we make our way to Celadon City and then go stock up on some items, obviously. And I went to go buy some stones because you never know what evolution is gonna need a stone to evolve. And oddly enough, my Manectric and Nidorino fusion has a Thunderstone that you can evolve it to a Nidoking and a Manectric fusion. But in this game, they counted Manectric's Mega Evolution as an evolution, so Nidoking was able to transform into Mega Manectric and Nidoking put together. What an amazing Pokemon. The problem is, Arctura is unfortunately just a way better Pokemon IMO, and so I chose with that instead, and then Sidon evolved into its final evolution, and I'm not gonna hold you, I am a Sabo hater. This is the one time I think this mon looks good. This fusion with Dragonite, the colors, the teal with like the orange with the Dragonite wings, fire, phenomenal. Inteleon looks amazing, or is it Inteleite? Something like that, I don't know, listen, who cares? This mon looks amazing. So then I get to Erica, or Morty in this game, and his Pokemon are very, very terrifying because he has a Esprevious, which is a Mismagius, and a Espra, well, I forgot how you say this damn name, put together, and this mon was kind of easy for the most part, wasn't really that too difficult to beat. Then we have Meow Magius, which looks a lot better, which I don't know how they did the other form for this, but who knows. He also had a Cursed Goss, which was pretty easy, and then last but not least, a Pangtro, which is also one of the Pokemon that didn't get released like Arctura was fused with, but this time it's Electrode and whatever this other thing is called. Anyway, before we leave Celadon, we gotta go do all the Team Rocket stuff, and oddly enough, Giovanni isn't Giovanni in this game. Giovanni is actually Claire in this game, and she had 3 Pokemon, a Axdor, which is a Houndoom, and a Axew put together, a Gursa, which is a Teddiursa and a Goomy put together, and last but not least, a Larble, which is obviously a Gibble and a Larvitar put together. So the next time that we do see her, her team will be honestly, her team will be a threat. Real talk, her team might be scary. It might be a little bit terrifying, I gotta be honest. But as of right now, her team is easy as hell, and we kind of already bodied her. It was easy. Anyway, we head over to the Fighting Dojo just to see what new mons we can catch, and honestly, bro, some of the fighting type Pokemon in this game are really cool. They have like a Cleaver and a Decidueye fusion, which is immaculate. The Hitmonlees and the Hitmonchans are fused with the Lycan evolutions, which are cool. Lycanthop is probably one of the most funniest fusions I've seen ever, bro. It's so hilarious. And I went ahead and I chose Lycanlee because I just like Lycanroc Night form and Hitmonlee better than the other two, so like, why would I not do that? So I went about my business and just awakened the Snorlax, which ended up being a Beartic and a Snorlax put together. I love the design of this mon. I really wish this was like an actual thing though, because I feel like this could be a really, really good like Abominable Snowman Pokemon. And plus, I don't even think we have an Abominable Snowman Pokemon at all. Do we? Anybody in the comments, let me know. Somebody? Nobody? Okay, cool. We go to Fuchsia City and it's time to go ahead and go through the Safari Zone to catch all the Pokemon that we can. I ended up catching all the starter Pokemon for the most part and evolving them as, you know, usual. I ended up evolving Lux Lava into the final evolution, which is a Hisuian Typhlosion and a Luxray put together, and that evolves you into Lux Splooshly, or Lux Splooshly, I don't even know how you say that name. I evolved Bulbcore into Venuguard, and then last but not least, Scourge Jr. into Mr. Race. Actually, I lied, not lastly, but I evolved Routmander into Gardevoir, which is gonna be my mega evolution for this game. So when I'm going through my PC, I'm thinking to myself, damn bro, what do I want my Pokemon, my final team to be? And I found an answer. I went ahead and I copped a Turtwig and a Magnemite fusion, a Turtmite, and I evolved it into Tortazone. And so my final team going forward is my Magnezone and Torterra fusion, my Toxicroak and my Haunchkrow fusion, my Inteleon and my Dragonite fusion, my Hisuian Typhlosion and my Luxray fusion, my Gardevoir, my Mega Evolution, my Gardevoir and Charizard one, and last but not least, I needed a flying type Pokemon, of course. So I went ahead and I evolved Zublu into Golbaria, which I'm not against, but the problem is we also have one more Pokemon in this evolution line that's not fully evolved because, you know, he has to evolve. I think it's through friendship in this game still. Don't know why. But anywho, it's time to battle Chuck, and obviously Chuck is Koga, or Koga is Chuck. Listen, and I think at this point in the game, all the gym leaders have mega evolutions, and that's when it gets really, really scary because obviously this thing has a Claymeape, which is a Claydol Primate fusion. Really good looking design. I like it. The eyes kind of creep me out a little bit, but I like it a lot. Luckily, Sidon destroyed it. It doesn't matter, so who cares? Pseudo-Wear, which is a Sudowoodo and a Bewear put together. Really good design. I love it. I would name it Groot if I could. And then Gigachamp comes out, but then turns out Gigachamp is his mega evolution, and this game, like I said, also allows the mega evolutions to also be the Dynamax or Gigantamax forms, and that's pretty cool because this Gigachamp mega evolution looks amazing, bro. Anyway, I ended up beating him and obviously going through all the Silph Coast stuff and getting all the way up to Claire. But before getting to Claire, obviously you have the rival battle, which I don't really care too much about. He didn't really have much new to him, minus the Wheelgore, which is a Weavile and an Axegore put together. Really cool looking design. Then he also fully evolved his starter Pokemon into a Sephiroth, which is a Sceptile Ampharos put together, obviously. But weirdly enough, he does not Mega Evolve his Pokemon here, despite every other trainer having Mega Evolution at the point in this game. But you know, who cares? I make it to Claire and she still does not have her bearings put together. She has the same fusions as before, but this time her Garchomp Larvitar fusion has evolved into Pupbite, which, you know, looks all right. It's not crazy. But then also she has a Sligrig, which is Ursaring and Sliggoo or put together. And she still has a Larble. Oddly enough, still has one. So unfortunately, there was no challenge there. I mean, at all, actually. Oh yeah, and the Lapras that you get in this game is a Stack Capris, which is a Stack Attacker and a Lapras put together. Really amazing design, really amazing typing for a really good Pokemon. But anyway, it's time to fight Sabrina, or in this case, it's Price. No, I lied. It's Jasmine, it's Jasmine. She too had a Tortazone, which was very easy. A Bastiofan, which like I said earlier in the video, this is what that thing evolves into, and it just looks amazing. What an amazing fusion, what a flawless fusion. I would have it on my team. It's adorable. Not only is it adorable, but it's hard. I'm hard looking at it. Then she had the same Meta Slash that I had, but that's her Mega Evolution Pokemon, and you see Mega Metagross with obviously using Sandslash as a base. And thankfully enough, it wasn't a challenge. And then lastly, she had an Exkin Mega, which is an Excadrill Yanmega put together. Come on, y'all. It looks really cool, but that's pretty much it. It was kind of easy because despite it being what it is, it's still a liquidation away from being killed. So it wasn't really that crazy for me, you know? So now it's time to go to Cinnabar Island because obviously it's time to get our last or second to last gym badge. And pretty much real simple stuff, of course. We get to Blaine or Price in this context, right? Obviously, and he actually has a really cool looking team. He has a Pillorupt, which is literally just a Camerupt and a Pillow-Swine put together. Then he has another one, a Mammarupt, which is a super cool looking Pokemon. But then guess what? He also has a Wardeer, which I don't know what this is based off of. I know it's either like Stantler or something like that. I just don't know where it's from, unfortunately. Can somebody let me know in the comment section below? I have no idea. But then, right, if you remember that Baratic Snorlax fusion, he has that, and it's his Mega, and his Mega is the Gigantamax Snorlax that we get fused with the Baratic. Really cool looking design, really basic though, because obviously it's still the exact same mon. Instead of just blue, it's like white now, but it's a very cool design. And then after beating Price or Blaine in this context, you never know, I decided to go ahead and go look for the legendary birds just to see what they are in this game. And honestly, I was not disappointed. It was kind of weird. Articuno is a Suicune and a Registeel fusion. It looks kind of rough, not gonna lie to you. Zapdos is obviously a Raikou and a Regice or Regice. Let me know in the comments how y'all say it. That thing also looked cool. And then last but not least, we got Entrock, which is, you know, Moltres, but it's an Entei and a Regirock fusion. And I think this fusion looks the best out of all the 3 legendary beast fusions. It just looks really, really rough still. So it's kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, cool. And for some odd reason, I decided to go ahead and glitch in my Mewtwo, but the Mewtwo isn't what I thought it was going to be. Ended up getting like a base fetch, which I don't know if it's like a glitch or something like that. I'm not sure, but you know what? It's perfectly fine. We go over to Viridian, might be, and it's time to go ahead and battle Claire one last time. Now Claire still has a pup bite for some reason. Then she pulls out with Tyranchomp, phenomenal fusion, an amazing fused Pokemon, and it's a mega evolution as well, right? Tyranchomp looks so crazy. We got Kinganium, which is a Kingdra and Meganium put together, obviously. Come on, y'all. I'm not gonna say it was hard, but it definitely was a little bit challenging. It killed like 1 or 2 mons here. It was whatever, but we still beat him, and it's perfectly fine. And now it's time for our second to last rival battle, and honestly, this battle was really, really trash. He didn't really have much else, and remember what I told you, that he could have a Mega Evolution for his starter Pokemon. His starter Pokemon did not Mega Evolve at all in this battle, which is, like I said, is weird because at this point in the game, all trainers have Mega Evolutions on their team, well, all major trainers, and for some reason, having a Mega Ampharos on his team does not allow him to Mega Evolve. I don't know how that works, but listen, I'm neither here nor there. It's whatever. And yes, I know it's neither here nor there, but I'm neither here nor there because I don't really care about that at all. And honestly, after going through Victory Road and seeing a lot of repeats from all the trainers that we didn't get a chance to battle, I was like, you know what, bro? It's time for me to just go ahead and just end this off. And so we head over to the Elite Four, and finally, it's time to finish this off. And so my final team going into this is Sidon, Toxicroak, Tortazone, Gardevoir, Luxplosi, and Golbaria, who, mind you, still has not evolved at all. Our first battle is going to be against Annabelle, who has a Wabuthorn. Now, this is the first time I saw this Pokemon, and I love the design for this Pokemon, but luckily I was able to just kind of come in and just do my thing. And it's still a Psychic type Pokemon, so it's still gonna be super effective against the Shadow Ball, and thankfully it was the 2-shot botter. It's over. And then next is the other Meowgius or Meowgius, I don't know how you say it, but easy kill, whatever. Then we got Jensicott, who I made a joke it was racist, and somebody got offended. It is what it is. Who cares? Anyway, really easy Pokemon, obviously because it's still a regular Pokemon, but unfortunately, he outsped me and killed me. But I was able to kill him with Tortazone, and we were fine with that. And last but not least is the Beedrazam, who is a Mega in this game, but luckily, you know, I'm not scared of him. I am Dark Fire or Dark Fighting in this game for Toxicroak, so it doesn't really matter. I'm a nice slash him, and honestly just one-shot him. What a really good looking design though, but that was pretty easy. Our next battle is against Janine, who obviously is going to be a lot more easier this time around. She has an Amoontress, which is adorable, killed it. A Butterain, adorable, love this mon. But funny enough, this thing is actually the Mega Evolution for her team, but it's still a Walrein Butterfree. It's nothing that a regular, like, you know, a Psychic and a Flamethrower can't just kill through. Then she brought out a Semislur, killed that thing easy because it went for a Swords Dance for some reason. And Argoro, which is, you know, a Pangoro Arbok put together, really cool looking mon. I had it on my team during this playthrough for a little bit. And the final evolution that I was trying to get Golbaria to be, but it's Crowbaria, and I was confused because I was like, wait a minute, why did it take you so long to evolve? Why do you not like me? I want this. Why do I not have this when I'm the better trainer here? I just couldn't do it. Luckily, I was able to just kill it, and that's pretty much it. The second to last Elite Four member is Mina from not Sun and Moon. Yeah, it is Sun and Moon. Yeah, it's Sun and Moon. And she has a Rovion, which is odd to me because I don't remember seeing a Sylveon Rotom form anyway. So maybe this is one of those things you just did not have, I don't know. But anywho, real easy stuff. I went in for a poison jab. It did not kill, oddly enough, but she went for a Moonblast and killed my Toxicroak because it's ×4. I wasn't ready for it. Her next Pokemon is her Gardevoir, and it Mega Evolved because mine is the same thing. I'm like, okay, cool, it's fine. I sent out Sidon, and I should be able to just kind of just go through it. I sit here and I just dragon dance. But she has Moonblast as well. I get really scared because you're not about to do that to me. I go for the surf, kill it. She has a Grand Lug, Liquidation, kills it. Well, I think it did kill it. I think it's, no. It did 50%, and he went for the play rough, killed me. I sent out Gardevoir. Gardevoir's like ×4 at this point. Through the Calm Mind, I just start psychicking everything. Prima Kiss comes out, real easy stuff. And I think her last Pokemon is a Stout Fable, and I won. The last Elite Four member is going to be Marnie. I don't know why she's here, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, cool. Toxicrow comes out, I too have my own Toxicrow. I'm at whatever. This thing is trying to nasty plot on me. I go for the revenge and I kill it, easy. She then pops out with an Abdrio, Absol, Doduo or Dodrio, come on. Kills me. I send out Gardevoir. Gardevoir comes out, does his thing. I'm pretty much just ×4 on everything at this point. She sends out her Kangaskhan, which is a Crawdon Kangaskhan put together, and the attack stats between both of these Pokemon, in my mind, is terrifying. And then guess what? It's actually the Mega Evolution for her team, and I gotta be honest, the little kid coming out of the pouch still is an amazing design choice for Mega Kangaskhan, but too late for her. I'm already like +6 on this Calm Mind. It's whatever. I Dazzling Gleam and it one-shots it, and that's it. Her last Pokemon is a Oversage, and I don't really care too much about this design. I get it, it looks cool, it's whatever, but unfortunately it outsped me. It went for the crunch, but unfortunately it outsped me. It went for the crunch. Killed me, unfortunately, because I was already like timed something. I don't know how it happened, but it is what it is, cool. I sent out Sidon to basically clean up everything, kill it, and the last Pokemon is a Haxdoom, and I'm terrified because now I'm over here like, okay, cool, how am I gonna kill this thing? This thing is terrifying. Luckily, I was able to get Toxicrow back out, and I go for the revenge, and I kill it right then and there, and there you go. And shout out Toxicrow for being an MVP for this battle. And so lastly, it's time to go ahead and fight my rival. Not gonna hold you. This was a very anticlimactic battle because at this point you've already battled him like maybe like 5 times, and he has the same team throughout the entire game. And at this point, if you beat him the first time before you get to the Elite Four, you'll beat him again, obviously. No new Pokemon here, kind of like really easy, simple stuff. I say screw it, and I sit here and I just Calm Mind everything. I'm like +6 on my Calm Minds for my Gardevoir, and at this point, I'm literally, and I mean this for real, I'm just one-shotting everything. I'm flamethrowing, psychicking everything. It's over for this entire team. He sends out his Sephiroth, which is cool and all, and this is the moment where he Mega Evolves his starter Pokemon, and it looks cool. It looks really cool. I wish this was what we got for the final evolution, but I understand why it wasn't that at all. It's really cool looking Pokemon. It's fine, but at this point I'm already +6. I pretty much just one-shot it with a flamethrower, and I psychic the Land Chops, which kills it. And the last Pokemon is Kerbaria, and I ended up killing it because, you know, why would I not kill it? I'm like +6 on this. Nothing's changing, and there you go. That's that's the full battle. And funny enough, right? Golbaria fully evolves at the end of the game, and I am no longer able to use this damn Mon, despite me wanting to use it, but I ended up using it as like fodder for the entirety of the Elite Four challenge. It was whatever, it was cool, but that's pretty much it. And that is how I beat Pokemon Fused Dimensions. What an interesting Pokemon game, what a really fun Pokemon game. I honestly think that they should come back, if not come back and like, you know, keep working on it, make another game, just a better game, honestly. Same features, more fusions, all that good stuff. And I mean, that's pretty much it. If you want to see the game in an episodic release, check in the description section below to go get the playlist for the game. You can go watch it yourself. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like. Your support is greatly appreciated over here. And if you want to see some more of this but want to support with your wallet, go in the description section below. Gotta sign up at SacredAlmighty.com. Listen, all the money goes to the editors. Go check it out. These videos are not easy to make, and I'm pretty sure they would appreciate it too. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.